Oh my God, Mikey. Mikey, this base. Wow.
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 Wow. Wow.
My name is Ken. Welcome back to my continuing Star Rupture series. Last episode, I built my most ambitious factory yet. A single sulfur base automating 7 items. This week, we unlock the map and start a brand new factory using endgame materials. But first, we fight. Tonight, we raid the Forgotten Engine to open up the planet, connect every base with teleporters, and step into the new area for the first time. After our second installment of Spaghetti Review, I plan every recipe across both bases, route glass to the sulfur base, and complete a sulfur expansion that doubles its output. Can I survive leaving my factories for once? Let's find out. We get to build some factories tonight, although tonight will be a little bit different. We have to head to the new area. We have to unlock a new section of the map, and to do that, we are gonna go do some PvE. So we're gonna be shooting some bugs tonight. I'm doing my part. All right, let's drop off all the bullshit so we have more room for ammo. Oh, we need to make the power cell. Let me make it. By the way, we have 3 items that are going to be unlocked in the corporate terminal. We're going to have the laser drill.
The laser.
Soon. We are also going to have the defense tower. A defensive structure automatically aims and shoots at enemies. Requires standard ammo to work. Can be resupplied via drone rails, baby.
Yeah, that's the one you really need.
Yep, it's coming. We'll have it in the next 30 minutes or so. Teleporters. So we'll be able to set up teleporters tonight as well. Oh my gosh. I didn't need 100. I needed 10.
You need 1,000? Oh, 10. You just needed a pocket
10,000?
full.
Yeah, all right, well, I have 10 power cells now.
You're gonna make a power cell?
I got them. Yeah, I don't even know where we're going.
Oh, where are you?
We ain't need no family. Now we got a pocket full of power cells.
Oh, you're pretty close to it, actually.
Pocket full of power cells. Me and Mikey are gonna head north.
All right.
I think one of Mikey's zip lines goes pretty close.
It
It
goes
does.
right to it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, I think I know where I'm going. We're going to the scenic route, boys.
I encountered a invisible enemy.
Is the invisible enemy that you're talking about the knowledge gap between yourself and what is considered common sense for an adult male?
No.
There it is. There's the Forgotten Engine. For being the Forgotten Engine, you seem to remembered it quite well.
You can see it from anywhere on the map.
Good point. Harder to forget. Sun's out, guns out. It's time to shoot some spiders in the buttocks.
Alright, I'm getting on the zip line. I'm coming to you.
It's under the big pipes, right?
Oh, I thought you went in already.
No, I didn't go in. I was waiting for you. We locked, loaded, ready to kill some bugs. Are you prepared to do your part?
I'm doing my part.
My gun is at your service.
First, we have to make a prayer for the God of mankind.
The Emperor protects brothers.
Shut up, nerd.
All right. Load them. Sincere congratulations. You have managed to find a way into the Forgotten Engine. Remember that everything you see here is highly classified. The contract stipulates that you may only divulge this information to the Claywood Corporation. I
got the Matrix.
I don't want to read the story.
Dude, I don't want to read at all.
That's very Matrixy. I'm sticking with my buddy. The buddy system. Do you have your exit buddy? Well, so far, all I've seen is dead bodies.
I'm only gonna take my bullets out of the dead bodies.
Where's Nerd at?
I'm not sure. I'm with the rest of the group. I didn't get separated. You don't have to put a child leash on me.
I'm doing important shit. And there you guys are. Yeah.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
I opened a shortcut, I guess. Are you ready, brothers? Die, Xenoth filth!
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Oh, Melkor's killing the stuff right now.
Is that all of them?
He just got the engine working again. Oh, Kane didn't get to see it. Oh, he did.
I'm here. The forgotten engine. Now, do we have to base defense this for like?
We have to go to like a different floor to get a key card, and then we have to go to the main floor to
As
turn
long as they didn't change anything.
something on. So there's 2 more floors we have to do, but now the monsters are active on every floor.
See, this is why I build factories. Oh, we got a big boy. Oh, he died.
The little blue popper reminds me of the little popper ones from Halo.
So I think we have to fight through this floor and then go up a level.
Trying to fix the main engine.
Oh,
Fucking computer should be working. I did everything right.
I don't,
I got shot.
something weird happened to Kin.
yeah, something weird happened to me. I got shot in the back of the head.
No, I think the
Holy.
spiders got you.
Yeah, I think. You know what I think? No.
I think, why is there effing friendly fire?
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, let me just give myself a shot of heroin.
Are you in here? Everybody in here? All right.
It's time to fight.
Insert.
Are we gonna get base defense right now?
Activate. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mikey didn't get to do this last
All right,
time.
spread out.
He might have done it now on his own.
All right, lock and load.
You got one in your foot, Mikey.
All right, here we go.
It's like the last one.
Oh, the poppers.
Yeah.
I like the poppers from Halo, except for no flood infection.
Playing PNG mode over here. Okay, we're back, boys.
PNG mode.
You gotta be done.
The door just opened, so it has to be done.
2%.
You gotta click it again.
1%.
Waiting to get our star ruptured.
They turned it off though. If you did listen to all the audio stuff and read the emails, they turned it off because it was doing terrible shit.
The Forgotten Engine has been started. The starting of the Forgotten Engine has reduced radiation levels on Arcadia 7. The Claywood Corporation is very pleased with your achievements. Mr. Claywood insists you explore new areas of the planet. Their niches should help increase your effectiveness. Their riches, sorry. I thought that said niches. Their riches should help increase your effectiveness, allowing you to even better fulfill your assignments. Bring on the danger. Is that it? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a rat in a maze.
Despite all my rage.
But yeah.
I wonder if he'll get out before my tamales finish.
It's not looking good. All right, I'm at the green stairs. Wait a second. We've reached a new area. Okay, I made it. Did your tamale finish?
They have not finished.
Oh, okay. All right, we're out of here. Mikey is already long gone. It's time to explore, I guess, guys.
That's what I'm doing. I'm exploring.
Do you know which direction is open up?
I have no idea.
Nope. I see something floating in the distance.
All right, well,
You headed south.
I'll go west. Go west, young man. Oh, hi. I'm getting corroded. I made it through the... Ah!
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Hold on. I gotta give myself some heroin. A spider! Oh my god, a bunch of spiders! Dude, I took the wrong route. I took the off-road.
Yeah, you did.
I don't like it over here. It's scary. Oh my god, they're coming out of the ground.
Oh my god.
Yay, we're back in civilization. We have some upgrades, guys, that we got completed while we were screwing around with the PvE stuff. Defense tower claimed. Laser drill. Ooh, laser. Wait, do we have unlocks? Mikey got a recipe. Oh, Pyroforge. Compounder. I hardly know her.
I hardly know her.
Damn it, you guys.
Oh, we are really short on chemicals. We've got to fix our chemical process. What's our task? We are going to fix the tubes at the main base because the tube situation is not very great. And then we also need to fix the wolfram powder situation because the wolfram powder is the holdup and the reason that we're not getting enough chemicals. Okay, where is this helium? It's in the compounder. Guys, I gotta go do this at the new base. I just came from there. I left a little section of the new base open for an unknown future part. And we have pressurized helium and hardening agent at the base. Oh, we have to set up teleporters.
Oh, yeah.
I'll set up the teleporter here at helium base. Sulfur base. And we'll go sulfur base, main base, helium base. This looks like a good place for compounding. All right. Well, these compounders are quite fat.
They are fat.
Now we're body shaming them.
Yeah.
All right. This is not perfect. These were bigger than I expected them to be. But with a little creativity, you just jam it in there and everything will turn out okay in the end.
That's what she said.
Now check this out. Everything that we need is already routed in our networks. I built 4 new buildings and we should just be able to set the recipes and watch all the goods flow in and profit. Okay, nice. We have our 8th item of this factory automated, liquid helium. Main base 1. We're going to the sulfur base. I teleported Nerd against his will. He was standing in the wrong place, wrong time. Welcome to the sulfur base, bitch. All right, our bases are fully connected with teleports. We did it, boys. Next little task we're gonna work on is, do you see all these tubes that are headed way over there? We are gonna move them from dispatching on that side of the base to dispatching right here. So they travel a lot less distance and there's less chance for crapping on our system. Right? Steal a connection. Cow tube from TW. Stolen. All right, there we go. All right, I made a dedicated line for the wolfram. right, I think our wolfram powder is finally under control. Oh, I forgot to switch this over. Cal WPOW from TW. No wonder it's all screwed up. All right, that's why everything's broken. Okay, all of this looks better. I love having these teleporters, man. I can bop over to these bases so fast.
You right?
Bippity boppity boo.
All right, to the calcium base. That was the Batman.
I know where you're going for, but this is horrible.
Can I explain what's going on? Okay, so last stream, as you may or may not recall, I built a brand new factory. Uses endgame. Well, they were endgame at the time. Now we have a whole new set of items to make, but they are at the end of the production line. However, the supporting infrastructure that makes parts that feeds that entire system needed upgrades. For instance, wolfram powder and calcium, right, that we're doing now. And so I built sort of the peak, right? And then I went back and now I'm solidifying the base that peak is built off of. Okay, I was not making nearly enough ceramics, so we came over here and we expanded on ceramics. Finally, we're sending hundreds. All right, we're finally have net positive production of calcium. We're a little low on the wolfram powder, but that's probably just because we're trying to fill a bunch of storages. I think this was the last thing that I needed to fix. Let's head over to the sulfur base. Chemicals should really be, no, actually, let's go to the helium base and see if we've got cowbells fixed. I think we're in a much better spot here. Lots of little fixed things. Let's see where these new bases are. Where's Big Mike?
Over yonder.
Over yonder. I really appreciate the
I try
specificity.
to be as vague as possible.
Can you build a teleporter so I can go there and...
I already built a teleporter.
Okay, what'd you name it?
Joe Thite.
Oh yeah, that's right. I made fun of the name. Good morning from the UK. Did I miss your excursion into the world machine? You did. It was basically me just being lost. Oh my God, Mikey. Mikey, this base.
What?
Wow. Wow.
That's what Ben Stye says in his Clear Eyes commercials.
Wow.
Wow. That's all he'll say.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God. This is the base that Mikey's been working on. I just saw it for the first time. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful.
You got a quarter chub.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be at a full on 2/3. Yeah, let's start building out this and doing some planning. We're not going to be able to finish this factory tonight by any means, right? We're already 4 hours into the stream, but we can do a ton of prep work and get everything set up for next week so we can hit it hard next week. Okay, Mikey, we're gonna need the same amount, or we'll say this, half the amount of geothite that you're making, we need of wolfram and titanium as well.
Well, there's wolfram and titanium really close to that base, and sulfur.
Okay. So I want 4 titanium, 4 geothite, and 4 wolfram. So I've got 12 now instead of 10 geothite because they're being fed so slowly and we need the other ores as well.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll work on a titanium right now.
Yeah. Start feeding up a line. You can probably feed it in, you can do a triple line. Then I'll redo these belts here.
What's that noise?
It's a noise.
Yeah, it sounded like someone was like snoring or something, you know?
Is Nerd asleep at the mic?
Sounds like it.
Dude, he is. Oh my God.
Hold on.
All right. Everybody quiet. All right, I'm going to turn up. I'm going to mute the game sound and the music. He hasn't done it. I'm going to turn him up.
I turn him up to 200%.
There's. He fell asleep.
Those are some good ones.
All right, I'm gonna turn everything back down. Yeah, Nerd fell asleep, guys. I'm running these guys through the ringer.
It's gonna take so long to get freaking 30 hearts.
Oh, here's what I can help you guys. Here, let me get this one. I see one. Dude, looks like this guy. Looks like
We got 4 so far.
Godzilla's coming out of the ground here. I'll grab this one for you.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Dude, it looks like Godzilla, like the one from that Japanese made one that was recent.
Orijera.
Those little baby waters. Oh, it's probably because they haven't grown back yet. I can't be bothered to wait though. Nobody got time for that.
I got bronchitis.
Man, I really ran way out here.
I grabbed a Totino's and I bounced.
Is that what she says? I grabbed a Totino's and I bounced.
That was another lady.
Oh, that was a different one?
That was another lady. Yeah.
I build big factories in Satisfactory. Are they too big for Star Rupture? Maybe, but who cares? Mikey built the teleporter so far away. We have our next installment of Melkor Spaghetti Review. He has been building on this for several streams since we last took a look at it, and it is way too close to my nice organized bases for my comfort. He's also going to upgrade the core, which will cause all of the spiders to attack it. Again, way too close to my bases, but there's really nothing I can do about this because the spaghetti must grow. Okay, so we are checking out the newest round of spaghetti, and this is much bigger since we last saw it. Oh my God. There was a lot more hidden around the corner. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, you have a tour laid out for us, like last time, I assume. Yes. We, of course, have a tour of the spaghetti with a zip line laid out in the strongest shape. Yeah. Just rounded that out on the end there, the end of the elephant nose, and we're about to be shot out the tip. Yep, the end of the, and oh my God, oh, I got it all over me. Oh, jeez. Right on my face and everything. All right. Yeah, this.
Some things I'm most proud of are over here.
I like the belt crossing the canyon. As you well know, points were deducted last spaghetti review because we had, it was just too small. There was just not enough spaghetti. I think that we have fixed that problem at this point. This is very expansive. I don't know what are you doing with these random pathways to nowhere?
Where?
You know what? I don't want to know. Just forget I asked. I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
It's an eyesore, but it looks like it's working. Hey, spaghetti is as spaghetti does. Somebody has to do it. It's a dirty job. Somebody has to build the spaghetti monster. All right, the view from the top. It's impressive. It's impressive. Here's actually a very good angle where you can see where Melkor was working on the game and where I was working on the game. It's a little small there, but you know, you can definitely sense the organization even from this distance. Your full body cringing, bro. I've known Melkor all his life. He is a constant source of full body cringe. I've been full body cringing since he was born 30 years ago. All right, so we need a score for this. The last spaghetti review, he scored a 6.7. I think this time deserves a definite solid increase. So we're going to be going with a score of 6.9. And that has been our spaghetti review. All right, what were we doing? We were fixing our inputs here. I've set them the way I want them. I've got 4 wolframs, and then 4 geothites, and then 4 titaniums. They just need to be belted correctly. Separate networks for sure. All right, I'll do a geothite network and then a non-geothite network. We are working on, I'm not 100% sure how to say it. I assume it's geothite, but I don't know. But we're working on setup for that. As you can see here, we have a large area ready to rock. And we've got the wolfram, we've got the geothite there. The wolfram is going to be there and set into here. Geothite in the middle, and then the titanium there. And I'm starting to lay out the smelters. I don't know how much of the space we're going to get done tonight, but maybe we can do a little bit of planning. Just a little bit more glass. We came over here to check on the chemicals and I got distracted. Low gas output. Glass. I don't have a low gas output problem. I really need the counter every time I get distracted. I can't. It would go too high. All right, let's take a look at the recipe while we're stuck indoors. What is our... Okay, so Pyroforge. I mean, we can unlock these right away. We got plenty of this over at that base. And then we can unlock these at the helium base, at the sulfur base, right? Because we've got tons of this. I want to get these smelters a-smelting and get all of them unlocked, minimum tonight. And then I'd like to do some planning as well. Now, how many of these bad boys did I end up building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't know. Let's do 2, 2, and 2 with 2 and 2 extra. What do we know? Well, we know the ones on the end are going to be well, we can't even set those because I haven't unlocked them yet. So the 2 in the middle of 10 won't be our favorite numbers, but it will be close. It'll be 5, 6. I mean, we could probably just do, for now, we'll do 4, 3, and 3. Right, that makes sense for now, and we can make adjustments later. So the middle 4 are straight geothite, and then the 3 on the edges are going to be the special bros. Oh, we never hooked up the wolfram, Mikey.
There's still a wolfram here. Holy cow.
We're going to jam it into 3 belts.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so we've got our very first set of smelters for the geothite setup. We have 3 different kinds. We have the geothite alone, that's 4 smelters in the middle. And then we have the wolfram geothite combo, which is on this side, 3 on this side, and the titanium geothite combo, which is 3 on that side. The titanium comes from up the hill, and the wolfram comes from right here. We've got storages before and storages after. We should have plenty of smelted materials ready to fill out machines and expand this giant ass base that we're building. So I don't know how many items we're going to make here yet, but we'll figure it out. And is there anything that we can set up temporarily to unlock anything out of the corporate terminal? That's really what I'm looking for. I mean, we can set up generators. Actually, I mean, all of this stuff, these generators, these can actually be automated at the sulfur base, right? Because they're using all parts. All right, we need to start deciding which base these items are going to live at, because it looks like we're going to be expanding the sulfur base. Dude, we're going to have to do an entire new satellite base over there. This is crazy. We can do it. But damn, because there's no reason to build it over here, because we don't need any of the geothite stuff for any of this, at least, right? We are not making enough heat resistance sheets to ship, but pressure tanks. I mean, we're gonna have to make some more heat resistant sheets. All of this is still at the sulfur base. I mean, maybe we just do like, maybe, you know, I'm doing 4 buildings of each thing. What if we just do 2 buildings of each thing and we make twice the number of parts? Bro, all of this stuff is made with base helium. Finally, we're getting into some geothite stuff. There's calcium over there, isn't there? We could make local glass and heat resistant sheets, maybe. Trying to get this organized where everything goes and then what we need at each base, right? Trying to do a little bit of planning. We'll do the megas up here. I mean, this is our last. We have to expand the other base. This is going to be our last new base. We're going to fit everything else in this geothite base. Let's take a look at it. Here is the list. Here's the master list, okay? So green is done. So here's my notes, right? We have our 2 bases, okay? And this is determined by what is already there. These are determined by what it makes sense to make, because we already have everything already there. I can definitely cut some of these down. Let's take a look in game exactly how much bigger. I mean, the compounder is significantly bigger. The assembler is the same size, so that's actually really nice. My God, the compounder is so fat. Maybe we find some place for these compounder items. These 4 items right here. I mean, we don't need, we can do some of them where we built this liquid helium, right? Because we have 4 liquid helium, that's probably too many. We can probably do 2 of them where the liquid helium is, and then keep 2 for the liquid helium. And then, I don't know, we'll find a spot. We'll do a little offshoot for this. These assemblers fit in the same slots as these, as the mega presses and the furnaces. And then we'll make the heat resistance and the glass over there, because we have there's helium and calcium at that base. I can make this pretty quickly, and then all we have to do is ship in more stabilizers and tubes. Okay, and I think I can actually do this really fast, because a lot of this shit, I'll just change the recipe. The machines are there. I built 4 of each of these. They don't need 4. I'll instantly double the amount of items there by switching them over. All right, and then we'll learn that lesson, and we'll only build 2 each over in the new geothite base. So yeah, I think let's look what our next upgrades are. God, I actually kind of want to just go over there right now and switch them over. I think I might do that before we end. Okay, condensers. Let me move this over so I can see. You know, because we could easily get the next round over. I just replace them with sets of assemblers. So oil extractor refinery. What's this? Condenser. What's that? Condenser nano syringe. I guess I can't see it, huh? Yeah, we can actually set this one up right now with the geothite ingots, because we're making a shit ton. We're gonna do that right now, actually. Geothite ingots are already being made. So we can set this up, and a lot of this is like very, very fast to fix. The only problem is making the heat resistance and the glass. So tempted. We're only at 6.5 hours. Let's see how much I can do. Let's go for it, boys. It's just you and me. Everybody has fallen asleep, forsaken me. And this is Melkor's wind turbines that he's been dying for. All right. Let's stop off at, we need to ship tubes and stabilizers. All right, so let's stop off at the bases, pre-make those dispatchers so they can start filling up. Then we can ship those in at the other base and then start changing that over. We're gonna have a bunch of material, right? Because I have to switch over the storage. Maybe I build like 8 storages off to the side. Okay, Sulfur base. Let's build those 2 receivers and start the sending of materials in. Can we fit a fat ass stabilizer in this row? We can kind of, right? We have extra room here. If we bumped those over, we could probably fit. We definitely could. I mean, this is happening, guys. This is happening. We have to move some anyway. We go these 2 on the end, rebuild them closer. I can do this. I can do this. Those 2 heliums stay. Start knocking out these guys. Synthetic resin. Okay. All right. And then you go here. You go there. And you go there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, what are we setting these? Lenses. We don't have lenses unlocked. We have a bunch of stuff not unlocked, actually. So that's actually going to be something that we need to do quickly. By the way, we do already have wind turbines. So that'd be nice. We need to get the synthetic resin popping. Should we stop what we're doing and go make the mini glass station? I think we do. I think we just go and knock it out. All right, and it'll feed into, I'll probably just feed it into this. Build up here. Yeah, we build up here. It's relatively flat. I want to check the Mark II furnace glass recipe as well. There may be something we can use there. Speed running, baby. We don't have any power. Let's bust out our brand new wind turbines. Ooh, so large. So amazing. All right, we need fabricators and furnaces. Can we make them in the Fab Mark II? Cannot remember. I don't see them. So Fab Mark I's like a pour. All right, this is Mr. Calcium. He will join the fight, or Mr. Calcium Sheets. He will join the fight later on down the line. Man, I was really sleepy when the stream started. Like always, I get my second wind if I just push through it and pretend I'm not tired. It's pretty much how I solve all my problems in life. Just pretend the problem isn't there until it goes away. It's pretty effective, a shocking amount of time. Let's do some storage. Storage is what brings us together today. All right. We need a little bit more. By the way, I haven't had to add any more power. The wind turbines are that good. Let us go with wolfram and titanium. All right, looks good. All we got to do is run this. We just completed the largest portion, or the most difficult portion of of my goal for today. Calcite sheets, right? So theoretically, those bad boys are on the way. There they come. I can see them on the line. Okay. So synthetic resin is now green. And I was going to do lenses. 2 lenses, 2 nanofibers, 2 superconductors down this row. And we are really waiting on those calcite sheets. I think I have to pull a local. Buffer. Better do one for each material. It's too far away. By the time it needs it, it's too far. That's an interesting problem. Right? I needed a local puller to get it a lot closer. All right, we're just unlocking like a crazy person. We have everything. The infrastructure is built. I need like a shit ton of sulfuric acid. I need super magnets. About assemblers here. I need all this stuff. I need somebody to just unlock this stuff for me. Like if I had a Mikey, but he had to go to sleep. All right, 300 nozzles. Let's do it one at a time. Let me get the nanites working. We just unlocked them. Let me get those working. Getting a little bit of everything. Little bit of everything. Little bit of everything. Little bit of goop. Steven, can't believe you're still on. Thought I was an addict. Let the stream running to give you extra viewer. Come back and you're still here. Well, I appreciate it. I'm trying to finish this off. We're only at 9 hours, guys. I did 11 and a half last week. All the hard parts are done. We just have to get through this, making the, replacing these buildings and unlocking the recipes. That's the most irritating part. All right, so I think what I need to do here is do a delete. The assemblers are long and skinny. Now I'm making a lot of changes all in quick succession, and so it's causing jams, but these jams are temporary. All right, let's do generators. All right, next are electromagnets and pressure tanks. We can build those places we just deleted. Ooh, we got some beepers. All right, let's fix the beepies, because that's an actual real problem. So basically, I built a pretty good factory. Okay, the thing is that I built way more of a bunch of items, way more production of these items than I really need. And instead of building another factory, I've just cut in half the amount of items that I'm making, right? So I was making 4 of everything. Now I'm making 2 of everything, but I can now double the amount of items, because you actually, in truth, right? And I was still, and I still am, trying to figure out, how much we need of everything. The point is now I will have a factory that is completing more than twice the number of items, but it didn't take me twice the amount of time to build another factory, right? I'm just kind of modifying my existing set. And right now the gate for us is really gathering these materials. Okay, electromagnets, we need the accumulators, and we need 400 synthetic resin. Let's make sure that we have these heat resistant sheets. I can turn on the pressure tanks as soon as I get these heat resistant sheets. So let's do that, and that'll let the accumulators back up. Set up the pressure tanks. Electromagnets are the one we're eating ass on. Honestly, I'm probably going to pick a couple of these that I know we don't need very much of, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see, but I may just pick some of these and we may go down to one. Like we may just go down to one. I don't think we're going to get all of these done tonight because we need a blueprint. But I can get through the worst of it, right? Get most of this set. Then we can go work on the geothite base. Let our storages fill. And what's nice is I can let this base kind of run and do its thing while we're working hard on the other one next week. Electromagnets. Oh, and of course they need resin and accumulators. Whew. The resin and accumulators, we may not be making enough. This is going to be a get a little bit of everything situation. Let's turn off the lenses. It's still tough for me because I don't have an accurate idea of the difference in these parts, and which ones, may need more throughput. All right, let's mark the next one's greens. We got the electromagnet and the pressure tanks on and in. I'm gonna have a hard time fitting the rest of these in. I have a spot for one more combinator and that's it. I think that was the sound of all my items being incinerated. It's hard to tell. Do I actually need 2 generators here? Right, because that's putting pressure on the turbines. But maybe, one of these makes more sense to be one resonator. I'm not 100% sure where that balance is. I do think we need to let things run for a while. Let's take a look here. So last thing that we've done for the evening is really turn up the complexity of our sulfur base that we worked on last stream. So the infrastructure was all here. And instead of having 4 machines per part and automating 8 parts, I took it down to 2 to automate 16 parts. But even that's not really enough. I would really like to fit in a total of 21. I'd really like to fit in 21. 21 makes sense to be here. Now, if I have to send off some items from here or make them, kind of around the corner, then that's what I'll do. I'm pushing stuff, sometimes I find the limit the easy way and sometimes I find the limit the hard way. Today's a little bit the hard way, and so, but still, I don't know exactly how we stand because these machines are still kind of filling their storages. And we may see that everything's fine, in terms of the load that we're trying to pass through here once things calm down a bit. We'll have to see. I think the plan for tonight is we pushed really hard. We unlocked and got automating accumulators, generators, electromagnets, pressure tanks, resonators, synthetic resin, lenses, and nanofibers all on this factory. That's more items than we automated last factory because we built into the infrastructure that we already had in place. On top of that, we've begun working on the geothite factory on the other side of the map. And that has a whole new set of items that need to be completed. All right, and then here is the space that we've got set aside for the geothite factory. And there looks like there is gonna be like 18 to 20 parts automated at this factory, right? And again, I'll shoot for, probably 2 buildings per part, I think makes sense to me. And, we can add more if we need to, if we find that we have some bottlenecks. But this is a very good start, and building this out is it, right? And we will open up the rest of the tech. We'll do some base defense. So my guess is 2 more live streams, 2 more episodes. That's it for me for tonight.